Hello, everybody, and welcome back or welcome for the first time. Thanks for your time. Today, I'm going to tell you about two crazy conspiracy theories. But first, let me just remind you that if you like our videos and you want to hear more, please like and subscribe. Turn on the notifications so that you don't miss any of our future weekly videos. With that, let's begin. Welcome to story time. Conspiracy theory number one for today. CERN. CERN helped end the world. Yes, as in the past. As in, the world ended in 2012 when CERN discovered the Higgs boson, or the God particle, and accidentally created a massive black hole that sucked Earth into it. And we just haven't realized it yet. Remember in 2012? When panic spread across the globe as people thought the world was going to end on December 21st, that the Maya calendar had predicted it more than 2,000 years earlier. To the apparent shock of many, the world didn't end. It's a time remembered in jokes more than anything, or passing comments. But something else was going on at the same time. Scientists at CERN's Large Hadron Collider were taking apart the building blocks of the universe to understand how they worked. But people were also a little scared of the cataclysmic dangers of CERN's Large Hadron Collider. The scientists at CERN were hoping to improve our understanding of gravity, the weakest of the fundamental forces, yet potent enough to puncture the fabric of the universe, creating a black hole from which even light cannot escape. And they, apparently, discovered the particle they were looking for, without any disruption to the fabric of reality, or so it seems. Because Twitter user Nick Hinton is convinced that the world did end in 2012. And his ideas seem to have found some backers. Hinton believes that the world ended in 2012 when scientists found the Higgs boson and then placed us all in a simulation. Yes, Hinton argued that we are all unknowingly sucked into a black hole in 2012 and relocated to another dimension or simulation. He points to a number of supposed Mandela effects, which is an unusual phenomenon where a large group of people remember something differently than how it occurred. Conspiracy theorists believe this is proof of an alternate universe, while many doctors use it as an illustration of how imperfect memory can be sometimes, and an anonymous CERN whistleblower on 4chan as evidence that we have left our familiar reality. But while the particulars of his theory and his evidence may not hold up to scrutiny, there is a kernel of truth in Hinton's vision that has only gotten more compelling since he wrote it. The scientists at CERN were playing with forces beyond their control, beyond their understanding. So maybe they did trigger a doomsday scenario, one that we just couldn't see. They point to the strange and often cataclysmic events that have taken place in the last few years as evidence. The simulation argument has started to grow in popularity, especially since Elon Musk and Neil deGrasse Tyson have both said that they believe there is a very high probability that we are already living in one. In 2003, Nick Bostrom published a paper in the Philosophical Quarterly titled, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" Bostrom supposes that one of three scenarios are true. 1. The human species is very likely to go extinct before reaching a post-human stage. 2. Any post-human civilization is extremely unlikely to run a significant number of simulations of their evolutionary history, or variations thereof. And 3. We are almost certainly living in a computer simulation. It follows that the belief that there is a significant chance that we will one day become post-humans who run ancestor simulations is false, unless we are currently living in a simulation, which means that if you believe that humans will one day be able to create a simulation indiscernible from reality, that is, if we don't self-destruct first, then there is an astronomically high probability that we are already living in one. As our technology continues to improve, and we continue to see incredible advances in entertainment devices such as video games and in computer processing power, it has become difficult to just outright dismiss this argument. The high probability that we are living in a simulation has so many things to consider that we are going to dedicate a video to it down the line. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the world ended in 2012 or in any other time. The planet doesn't have to be sucked into a black hole for humans to create a simulation, or millions of them. Consider this: if the world ended in 2012 because the whole planet was sucked into a black hole, Where are the scientists that put us in the simulation? They too would have been sucked in with the rest of us, wouldn't they? So, although we don't think this is a real possibility due to the nature and mysteries of the universe, we can never truly know. All right, conspiracy theory number 2 for today. Shape-shifting reptilians that rule the world. The notion of shape-shifting, blood-sucking reptilian humanoids invading Earth to control the human race sounds like a cheesy sci-fi film, but approximately 4% of Americans believe in this lizard people theory. I remember hearing about it years ago from a very good friend. Reptilian humanoids, or humans that are part reptile, are commonly found in science fiction and fantasy writing. The world ruled by lizard people fantasy was popularized by David Icke, a popular British sports reporter turned conspiracy theorist known for his eccentric ideas. Icke claims that shape-shifting reptilian aliens control Earth by taking on human form and gaining political power to manipulate human societies. Icke has stated on multiple occasions that many world leaders are, in fact, possessed by these so-called reptilians, or are these so-called reptilians. We're talking about the Rothschilds, the Bush family, and also the British royal family, amongst many others. He also claims they created a genetically modified lizard-human hybrid race called the Babylonian Brotherhood. According to him, the same interconnecting bloodlines have controlled the planet for thousands of years, and even started the Illuminati, a fictitious group of world leaders that conspiracy theorists say control the world. Icke has long been accused of anti-Semitism, as his writings on the reptilian conspiracy theory are clearly evocative of the centuries-old blood libel conspiracy theory, which alleged that a cabal of Jewish people were controlling the world and drinking the blood of Christian children. But The Guardian reported in 2001 that he denied being anti-Semitic. According to so-called experts, a simple way to prove the existence of lizard people is by recognizing the ones that walk amongst us. Philip Bump's article, How to Spot the Reptilians Running the U.S. Government, provides a helpful summary of some common characteristics. Low blood pressure, random scars, a great love for space and science, green, hazel, or blue eyes, which may change at any time, and other things. Further evidence exists in the form of video. Slowing down or pausing can sometimes reveal a glimpse of what could look like people shape-shifting. However, experts point out that this shape-shifting is really just a glitch or a compression artifact, a common occurrence when using VHS tapes. Alien abduction narratives sometimes allege contact with reptilian creatures. One of the earliest reports of this was that of an Ashland, Nebraska police officer, Herbert Shermer, who, under hypnosis, recalled being taken aboard a UFO in 1967 by humanoid beings with a slightly reptilian appearance. They wore a winged serpent emblem on the left side of their chests. According to David Icke, tall, blood-drinking, shape-shifting reptilian humanoids from the Alpha Draconis star system, now hiding in underground bases, are the force behind a worldwide conspiracy against us, humanity. Icke's conspiracy theories now have supporters in up to 47 countries, and he has given lectures to crowds of up to 6,000 people. As many as 12 million Americans believed in this lizard people conspiracy back in 2013, according to a public policy polling survey. And I think it's safe to assume that that number is probably higher today. This theory is supported by a variety of internet conspiracy mongers, one of whom was accused in 2019 of murdering his own brother because he thought he was a lizard. Or Anthony Warner, who, not too long ago, was responsible for an explosion in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, injuring 3 people and damaging 41 buildings, as well as killing himself in the process. Before the bombing, Warner, whose motive has not been announced by authorities, sent packages to friends that included letters alleging that lizard people were controlling the world, according to a local news outlet in Nashville. It should be noted, though, that the lizard people theory is not popular by comparison to other theories. Therefore, a number of Icke's followers are likely motivated by a desire to feel unique, some say. conspiracy theories commonly overlap with each other, and those theories may be associated with increased radicalized and extremist behavior. Researchers found in a study, which was conducted in 2019. In the case of Warner, he espoused conspiracy theories related to 5G cellular networks, and also the September 11th attacks, according to WTVF. The lizard people theory shares qualities with the pro-Trump Q Anon conspiracy theory, which was created in 2017, but has thrived in the last year, and which we will talk about in another video in the future. Mark Andre Argentino, a PhD candidate at Concordia University researching extremism, explained in a thread on Twitter that both theories are about theodicy, or explaining the problem of evil. In both the QAnon and lizard people worldviews, the world is being controlled by evil, blood-drinking elites that are responsible for all the bad in the world. Well, everybody, that's it for today. If you liked the video, drop a comment. Let us know. If you have something you would like us to look into, something you think other people would find interesting, people would like to know about, please let us know as well. We'll look into it and possibly make a video about it. And what do you think? Are we being ruled by reptilian overlords? Are they harvesting us for our blood? Were we sucked into a black hole back in 2012 when CERN was started functioning? I don't know. Until next time, that's it for today. So have a good whatever it is, wherever you are.